Is the death penalty within the state order, whether by divine right or constitutional right, compatible or incompatible with Christianity? Non-Christians are wonderfully adept at exploiting the scruples and complexes of a confused and sentimental Christianity, while Christians get the impression that they are responding in kind to the ideological cliches of secular civilization. Christians and atheists disagree on a multitude of matters, and it is only natural for it to be so. But when it comes to the death penalty, or the wars once waged in the name of the cross, in hoc signa vinces, they all suddenly find themselves, supposedly, in a harmony of ideas and tolerant and pacifistic attitudes. The atheist believes himself to be at the peak of democratic humanitarianism, while the Christian believes he is at the peak of spiritual morality. As the saying goes, I rise to the peak of your beauty. And if any Christian happens to step out of line regarding historical truth, bringing up the heads chopped off or put in nooses by the Orthodox kings of Byzantium, the presence of military saints in the Synaxaria, the Holy Wars, the Crusades, the Inquisition, or a certain saint quick to shed innocent blood, etc., then those who rush first to correct him are his very own Christian brothers, either out of sincere, brainless tenderness, out of a mechanical adoption of thought patterns, or, most often, confessed or not, out of fear of seeing their fate once again slapped with the stigmatizing labels of fanaticism, fundamentalism, or religious obscurantism. With the Crusades and the Inquisition, it is easily settled. You pin them on Roman Catholicism as papist abuses, for which the Seraphic Orthodox East, guided by monastic spirituality, feels neither attached nor responsible. It becomes harder when it comes to Orthodox and Imperial Byzantium, an Ivan the Terrible, or the official radicalisms of Russian Orthodoxy's pan-Slavism, both in terms of justice and warfare, right up until the Bolsheviks took over the baton. But it is hardest of all when it comes to the Romanian deeply Orthodox national history, the lack of humanism in the old codes of law, the bellicose impulses not only against foreign invaders, but often against brothers of blood and faith, how church and monastery founding voivodes and boyars slaughtered one another with or without trial, the judicial rigorism of Vlad the Impaler, the real one, not the pseudo-mythologized Dracula, the quickness to anger of the right-believing voivode Stephen the Great and Holy, Athleta Christi, a great legal, but also without trial, chopper of unbowed heads, as the chronicler Ureke and others attest, the radical action of Michael the Brave in 1594, when he got rid of all his Levantine creditors by locking them in a church and putting them to fire and sword, or closer to our own times, the claims to sacrificial Christianity made by a vindictive